In order to fully resolve this issue, we need to have a deterrent. We need to be able to say, if you come here illegally, you won't be able to stay. We can remove you to a safe country. That's why the Rwanda scheme is so important. It's the worthwhile investment.
Well, imagine the shock for the Prime Minister when someone tells him a report by the National Audit Office has uncovered a string of add-on fees agreed by ministers with the Rwandan government that could see taxpayers shelling out nearly £2 million for every person the tourists send to Rwanda. Does that sound like
it's the worthwhile investment?
And that's before we get to the matter of his bill actually seeking to disapply human rights, putting the UK in breach of its international legal obligations and being a shameless power grab that will put the government above the law.
Economic conditions have improved.
Seriously? Never in living memory have families got so much poorer over a single parliament. Real wages in 2024 are forecast to be lower than they were in 2006. Just think about that.
We've been able to cut tax for everyone in work across the UK.
Well, again, imagine the shock for the Prime Minister when the Chancellor tells him that under his government, taxes are on course to reach their highest level since the Second World War.
A significant tax cut, national insurance being cut by 2 percentage points in January, and that means for someone on an average salary of around £35,000, a tax cut worth £450 that started benefiting everyone.
Well, the Prime Minister will fall off his chair when he hears the Institute for Fiscal Studies has found that for every £1 the Treasury has taken from taxpayers, less than 25 pence is coming back in tax cuts. And the Prime Minister actually wants us to slap him on the back and throw a party. By any standard, Sunak's government is being fundamentally dishonest and outright misleading when talking about tax cuts. In fact, the government's latest measures put the UK on course to have the biggest tax-raising parliament in modern history.
It shows that our plan is working, and if we stick with it, I can deliver peace of mind that there's a brighter future for everyone across the country.
What alternative reality is this Prime Minister living in? Millions are now living in poverty and destitution, and millions more are skipping meals and cutting back on food. Does that sound like a plan that's working? And if all that's not bad enough, the OBR has slammed the government's spending plans beyond 2025 as worse than fiction.